With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run. Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. It's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adelphi Owe in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Forced out to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Snap comes at 1. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It's been a tough game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. Mark Andrews, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Fighting through, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So they'll get a little...